back to another episode of Organizing Tune-Ups with your host, Jessica Littman, the Organized Mama, where we break down big organizing concepts into small, bite-sized chunks you and your family can do every day for 5 to 15 minutes. Today's topic is one I get asked a lot, and that is about those cherished or special or sentimental items. You know the ones, the things that you're like, well, I have to keep it. I can't get rid of this. This is meaningful. Someone gave it to me. I can't part with it. It's a family heirloom. Those type of items, and they're typically the things that are so difficult to part with because they have meaning attached to it. So how do you go through and organize and declutter those items to figure out which ones are actually meaningful and which ones you're holding because you feel guilty about letting them go? There is a huge difference between the two. First, let's cover that. What is the difference between holding on to something because it has meaning and holding on to something because you feel guilty about it? So you've gotten a gift from somebody that is, like, let's say it is a family member, a cousin, somebody special to you. That person is special. They give you a gift and you're like, cool, thanks. And you don't know what to do with it. So you stick it in a storage area and that's where it is. And it's now sitting there haunting your thoughts because you know it's there. You don't know where to put it or how to use it or really even what to do, but it's sitting in your house, which means it's taking up space in your brain. So to figure out what to do, you have to ask yourself, do I want to display this? The answer is no, then it is okay to part with it. If the answer is, well, I don't know, I'm not sure, put it somewhere in your house and see how it feels when it's in that area. Otherwise, it should be out, displayed, or if it's like the holiday decor or whatever that you have, and then bring it out during that season. If it is a piece of clothing, turn the hanger the opposite way. And then if after, 6 months you realize, okay, I haven't worn this, the hanger's still hanging the wrong way, you can part with it. But really only keeping items that you want to display, you want to enjoy, you want to hold on to are the things that are the cherished items that you should really be keeping in your house. So hold a particular item, like something that has a lot of meaning to you, that you know is like really special and you could never part with it. For me, it's my kids' blankies. Like we will always have them in our house. So you hold those blankies and you can feel in your body that feeling of like just love and joy and just happiness, right? Well, then if you pick up another item that you say is a cherished sentimental item, but your body doesn't have that same reaction, then it might be your body telling you, you can get rid of that. That does not make me happy. You want to fill your home with things that make you happy, you enjoy looking at. Not everything needs to serve a purpose. Some things are completely like, I like looking at that every time I go by. I see it and it reminds me of a family member and that brings me joy, that makes me happy. And so those are the things that I want you to keep and display. But the things that don't give you that joyful feeling, the things that really you're like, I don't really like care to keep anymore, those are the things you can part with. And it is okay to part with something. It is okay to part with things that are not making you feel comfortable in your own home. And this is just your reminder that you don't need to keep things that don't bring you joy in your home. Now, if you have a spouse or a significant other or a family member that has things that bring them joy in their house, but they don't bring you, they don't make you smile, you're just like, then you need to allow for them to have that space as well. But then that item needs to be displayed, or it needs to be used, or it needs to have a purpose. Like those are the three things. If it doesn't fit into any one of those boxes, then it is time to donate because somebody else will benefit from that item. I got a lot of comments that, nothing is sentimental to this generation, quote unquote. And I beg to differ. I think we are taking things far more sentimental because we are holding on to the things that truly mean something, not just out of guilt. And so I really want you to keep the things that mean something to you, the things that you want to display. I enjoy my grandma's teacups. I have one from every one of my grandparents. I just keep one teacup and a saucer, and I have them displayed in my kitchen, and I love them so much. But I only kept one from each set of grandparents, and that's okay. I don't need to keep the whole china because we will never use it. Instead, found an organization that benefited from that china, that gave opportunity to individuals that might not have had access to fancy china. And so that china is living on. It's not going into landfill. It's living on, just not in my family, because the pieces that actually are sentimental to me, I have. So I want you to separate the amount of sentimental items from actually being something that's sentimental and cherished. And I know this is a hot topic, but my goal for you with all of this, my challenge for you, your homework, is to decide what things in your home are actually cherished items, and then to display them. Put them out. Stop hiding our special things. If you have fancy china, use it. We use our fancy china every day. That is our everyday wear, because every day is a special day. So let's start using those cherished items so that they aren't hiding and they aren't being quote unquote cluttered. Instead, they are serving a purpose. They are your silverware. They are your dining pieces. They are all of those things so that you can enjoy them now. Stop saving things for special occasions and use it every day to make every day special. And that's the point of the cherished items. You should enjoy them daily or seasonally, depending on what they are. And you should just have things in your home that you truly enjoy, that make you happy, that bring you joy. I'll see you in the next one.